Why are fighting game players losing their minds over the Marvel Tokon announcement? One of the most well regarded fighting game series is called Marvel vs. Capcom. This is Marvel characters versus characters from the video game company Capcom. You know, the characters from Street Fighter, Mega Man, Monster Hunter, etc. This announcement is a surprise for lots of reasons. The last official Marvel vs. Capcom game that came out was kind of a flop. So if we had heard an announcement about this right after that, it would make sense. But recently, Capcom has been putting out these lovingly refurbished versions of their old Marvel vs. Capcom games. Lots of quality of life features, better netcode, etc. So, over the past couple years that these new versions of old Marvel vs. Capcom games have been coming out, people have been speculating. They're like, oh, Marvel must be putting out feelers, or Capcom must be putting out feelers to see if there's a want for more Marvel vs. Capcom. We might be getting a new Marvel vs. Capcom. And then we see this announcement from Arc System Works, a different company, saying, hey, here's this game that is very much in the style of Marvel vs. Capcom, but it's just Marvel and obviously done by a completely different company. You're probably going to hear this analogy a lot, but it's like if your parents got divorced and then over the past year they were dropping more and more hints that they were going to get back together, and then your mom shows up at Thanksgiving with her new husband. Let's call him Randy. So yeah, people are blown away because especially the influencers in the sphere, the luminaries, were really seeing the signs and thinking that a new Marvel vs. Capcom game was coming out. But in fact, this might have been Capcom's swan song with the property, right? In fact, Capcom might have been saying, hey, since we've basically lost the rights to Marvel, let's put this out while we still have them so that people have access to them, and then we'll move on to something else.